Hey guys, it's CFB Central here, bringing you guys a deck profile on my Granblue deck. I'm just gonna go through the cards that I play really fast, and then I'll tell you guys why I chose to leave out some cards and some of my card choices, explain some of them. Start off, you're on a 1 Guiding Zombie, 4 Night Spirit, 4 Rough Sea Banshee, 4 Skeleton Lookout, and 4 Rick the Ghosty. Grade 1, you have 3 Dancing Cutlass, 3 Gustion, 4 Samurai Spirit, 4 Danny Mario. Now for grade 2s, 4 Skeleton Swordsman, 4 Captain Nightmist, 4 Rune Shades. Now grade 3s, 3 Witch Doctor of the Abyss, Mario, and 4 King of Demonic Seas, Basskirk. So you guys can see this is Basskirk Granblues simply because I don't like the Superior Ride builds with Monster Franks and Spirit Exceed, because those cards let you get to your grade 3 faster, a turn faster, but they're inconsistent, and after you ride them, they don't do anything to progress your game state. So that's a really bad thing to do in this game right now. And then his soul charging ability is really useful for cards like Dancing Cutlass. When you call this card, you can Soul Blast 2 to draw a card. He's only a 5k grade 1, so it's not really much of a booster. But you can easily retire him for cards like Samurai Spirit or your Captain Nightmist after you use his skill. And also I run 4 copies of Skeleton Swordsman because I like the 10k intercept ability. Like you can intercept, and then I like to next turn call this to play the Counter Blast 2 to call him back to get that extra intercepts in and push the game. Because when I like to go into late game with this deck, so that really helps. He really helps in the late game, and also against Oracle Think Tank and their Silent Toms. Like you can swing at him with this, and then intercept because you can't use zero shields. I run 4 Captain Nightmist. I realize that he only gains the plus 3000 while he's the Vanguard, but I mainly like him because of his intercept ability. Intercepting is really an underestimated feature of the game, because you can easily retire cards like your Witch Doctor of the Abyss or your extra Basskirks for this guy, so you get the extra 5k shield that can end up saving you in the long run. The other cards that are mentionable, Rough Sea Banshee. You can move this card to the soul to draw a card, which helps fill the soul for cards like Dancing Cutlass and your Basskirk's Counter Blast. Now I guess I'll explain some of the cards I left out. Commodore Blue Blood. I left this card out simply because of this card, Rune Shade. You can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the drop zone for him to gain 2000. So he is able to hit at 10k and 11k Vanguards by himself without being boosted. And that's the whole reason that these guys are good. So I feel like the reason I do want to run him, but that would either cause me to have to cut copies of Skeleton Swordsman or Captain Nightmist, and I just can't bring myself to doing that. He's a really good card, but I just think that he's outclassed in this deck by cards like Rune Shade. And also, speaking of shades, Evil Shade. I left this guy out. I wouldn't even consider putting him in, simply because one of the biggest problems Granblue faces is deck out. This deck has a lot of speed, you can draw a lot, mill a lot, and cards that unnecessarily send cards to the drop zone are bad for this deck. Because if you have this, you're going to be tempted to mill 2 all the time to force out the extra guard, like 5 guard from your opponent. But what people don't realize is if you have a Danny Mario behind a Basskirk, it essentially against a 10k Vanguard does the same thing as this guy. It forces them to drop a 15k shield because this will be hitting for 20,000, and that's good enough in and of itself to cause you not to run this card. And plus, people normally overguard anyways for the Vanguard because they don't want to get hit by like a critical trigger. So this guy doesn't make much of a difference. That's about it. CFB Central signing out. Peace.